All right. Yeah, and then we might as well get into the rest of the week with NXT, which we'll cover quickly. That was a fun show. They're setting themselves up well for the show.
Halloween Havoc, folks.
Yeah. Also,
one of my favorites, by the way. One of my favorites of all time, Halloween Havocs.
And I like how NXT's always kind of had fun with it because Halloween Havoc was always set up as a little bit more fun.
Dude, you remember the original WCW Halloween Havocs, that shitty decorations they used to have and all this stuff?
Yeah.
Those inflatable guys you buy at the fucking dollar store.
Like it was what they got it. Like it was before. Like somehow they got it before Spirit Halloween was a store. Like they had
awesome,
all this.
Dude.
Yeah.
I used to love those. Like, so cheesy.
And like some of the weird cheesy matches, like obviously everybody remembers like the what was that, like the cage thing with the chair in the middle with Abdul the Butcher and the
Butcher. Was terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
No, I was and it sucks for me because it's here in Arizona, but it's not like I live in Phoenix.
In Arizona.
Yeah, it's like in Prescott Valley. Although from what I've seen, it's done well enough. Like there is a decent amount of people that live in northern Arizona, and I know at least 2 different people that are driving up for it. And so I'm going to try to get some pictures and videos from them and I'll post them onto our page because it should be a fun show. I mean, they've set themselves up well. I mean, it's a perfect, like this match for the women's championship. Tatum Paxley is the spooky female of NXT and she's going to lose to JC Jane for the title match. It makes perfect sense.
I was surprised they picked her. I was surprised
I was, except for, like you said, with Halloween Havoc. Yeah, that was the only reason it made sense. Yeah, and they'll kind of giving her that chance to shine, but she'll lose. But
JC Jane will make her look great, dude. I'm not a big Tatum Paxley fan in the ring because I think she's not very good. But I will guarantee this will be her best match I've ever seen her in.
Yeah. And the tag match, there was some good parts of that. Now I was surprised with
they've got the new Jane bandwagon or what, dude?
I love it. No,
I'm 100% invested in this woman.
On the bandwagon, I think you're probably the conductor. Like you're
I am.
No, I love it. That's awesome. I forget the girl's name, but the third girl that's now in Fatal Attraction instead of Jasmine Nix, who went on the Ariel Helwani show over the week. And yeah, it was an interesting interview. I've seen most of it, but then I've seen clips of the one I haven't. Yeah, it was a interesting little bit there, but whatever. But they've set themselves at this set up a tag match with Izzy Dane, Tatum Paxley, and JC Jane, and the other girl from Fatal.
Laney Reed, right?
I think that is it. Yeah, you're right. It's Laney Reed. No, I was trying to. Thinking of Laney Lane from.
That's where I was. That's
where my brain was, and I'm like, no, that is not it. And then so I'm just like, Fatal Influence. We're just gonna call him Fatal Influence.
Was it Lois?
Laney Reed. Yeah.
Lois Lane? No, not Lois Lane.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. Laney Reed. And it was a fine match. Now, the match I was looking forward to see because I love this kid too is Leon Slater versus the old Stax Lorenzo. I always forget the silly name that came with him. I do like what they're doing with him now, though, where he's being the cocky guy, and he's really like him and Ariana Grace really live together. Like they're a couple and have been for a while. So teaming them up kind of makes sense because she was kind of floundering with the Miss NXT gimmick, and it seems like the TNA thing is still a partnership, but they're not as deep into it as it was. But it was fun to watch. Leon Slater obviously had to win. It made sense. Trick Williams came out with him. The biggest part of it wasn't so much the match, but what happened afterwards with La Parka, Mr. Iguana, and Yeska coming out and challenging them for a match at Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, we've never seen a taller, leaner
who was this
ever.
Who? Yeah, that's thank you. Like I'm like, who is this? Who the fuck? This is like not.
La Parka's now 6'8", 110 pounds. What the hell?
I would have thought it was Javon Evans if Javon Evans wasn't already out there in the ring. Like, who is this La Parka? Not only he's too tall, he's not bad. And like obviously he looked, I mean, not obviously, but he looks like he's in like his 20s. So,
look at those arms. There's no arms.
Yeah. Look how the height though it gets me. And don't raise the way he raises his arms. It's just obvious. I'm not sure who this La Parka is, but let's be real. Everybody.
I noticed that in the AAA show. I mentioned it to you, and now it's really more obvious.
Right. I mean, so at least hopefully it's the same tall.
It is the same one.
Yeah. Same one. Yeah. I just don't know who that. But clearly it was about Mr. Iguana and getting him on as much as they can. And that will be the most fun match of Halloween Havoc of these two versus Javon
And
Evans.
this is the place to use Mr. Iguana.
Yes, and we said that.
Main roster, you pop him in once in a while. NXT,
right.
He can show up whenever he wants. He's perfect
right.
here. That's fine.
Exactly. And like we said, with the main roster, it's got to be specific areas. You got to be in certain towns that either have a high AAA, like either AAA travels there, or there's a good presence, or a good Hispanic presence, whatever it needs to be, Southern California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, that is, or if you're going to do main roster. But NXT is perfect because the moment his music hit, before like the green popped up, most of the crowd popped because the NXT crowd pays attention. They watch everything.
Most people know everything there. They're super smart.
They really do. And I'm sure they probably if they're, I'm sure they probably show it up videos and get that crowd hyped because I'm sure it takes longer to tape than what it actually is. Like it doesn't air live, but it was perfect. I love the NXT crowd. I thought this is great. Now, I was bummed before that I couldn't go to Halloween Havoc. Now I'm really bummed. I was like, God damn! If I had the money, I totally would. But unfortunately, it's been a rough year for the Jakesters, so we're working on it. But I'm gonna watch the show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Then we had the Jasper Troy murking Zachary Wentz match. Good Lord, this is a good old fashioned squash. Which I mean, look at them as it should be. I mean, when Jasper Troy came out, I'm like, who's he wrestling? And it was the Rascals music came up. I honestly thought it was going to be Wes Lee. I'm like, they release him and they're going to kill him. But yeah, I mean, this was fine. I mean, they're obviously pushing Jasper Troy and you can't blame them. Look at him. He's huge.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, I like the guy. This one
thing also about the NXT crowds also is it's the same crowd pretty much every week.
It is.
Because it's all people that know the people that work there. This makes sense. Very few Joe Schmoes are in that crowd.
Right. I mean,
they know the wrestlers. They might be related to the wrestlers. They know what's going on. They're on top of their shit. They know everything. They know the music. They know everything.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and the only time it's not is when they travel. That Orlando crowd, it's the same. I mean, it's a 300-person place. It's probably 500 people that is rotating through. Like there's some people that don't go. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Now, here's the segment that I thought was funny in the sense because when I was on X before, I thought from what I determined that Sol Ruca was the one injured, but I literally saw half the people saying Sol was hurt and half the people saying Zarya was hurt. Like, this is why I don't buy this is why I don't follow any of the news sources. I don't believe any of the bullshit because it's bullshit. Okay, Sol's hurt. Somebody said the thing to me about it. I'm like, I'll just watch it live because I'll see what it is.
I saw something, one of the fan cam footages had them walking out of the show after the show was over, and you could tell Sol was actually hurt.
Okay. All right. So see, that makes sense. From what I saw people reporting both stories, and it's just like, stop. Everybody just has to say what their opinion. Like, well, they're going to show us what's happening, and clearly Sol Ruca is hurt, and it makes sense. And actually, again, using the storylines to their advantage, Zarya is going to defend the North American title for Sol at Halloween Havoc, and clearly she's going to lose it. Like, that just makes sense. They've been slowly teasing the turn on Zarya and Sol Ruca anyway. Blake Monroe needs the belt. Like, no notes. It makes perfect sense. It's one of those things like, hey, we're in this shitty situation. We're going to use it to our advantage, and this is perfect.
Gotta pivot.
I'm not sure how long. Yeah, and then what I would assume happens is Sol goes away, rehabs, and then when she comes back, she can attack Zarya because Zarya can whatever. Or maybe Zarya can they can finger poke a Doom or whatever, and Zarya can lose and she can be Blake's head. That would make sense too. I'd actually be pretty cool with that. We had Axiom versus what was his name? The hell's his name? Something Legacy. Sean Legacy. That's his name.
Yeah, I don't know that guy.
Yeah, he's from Evolve. I've seen some of the stuff they've done on NXT with them. I think he's part of the Swipe Right kids who they seem like they're talented on Evolve. They've got good cockiness and heelishness, but I've said it from the beginning. I haven't watched Evolve. Then we had
I've never seen one of them. Sorry.
Yeah, I've seen them on NXT. That what they've done. They've had, I think they've wrestled a 6-man tag once, and they've done like backstage segments or whatever with Robert Stone and the Australian girl.
Yeah.
OTM came out in the middle of Hank and Tank's match and murked them. That was fun. OTM, I was wrong. I had it wrong. I thought they were Zach Wesley's group. That's High Rise. These are the guys that were with old Scripps, Mr. Reggie the Sommelier, when he came back down. That was their group. But they also were with Jada Parker was in that group initially. So I'm not sure if maybe they'll team back up with her. I'm not sure what they're, but I mean, look at these guys. They're massive. They're big dudes. They've got they've got charisma. I'm excited to see what they could do and be back. I think one of them was hurt for a while. I'm not 100% sure.
Speaking of which, I don't mean to go back to a spot, but has Sol Ruca ever had the injuries before that we knew of?
I believe so. I do believe.
I thought so too. That's what I was trying to remember.
No, I don't even believe so. I know so because I remember when I first started watching NXT regularly, they started the vignettes of her coming back with like the beach stuff, and I remember thinking, "Oh, I know of her," and that was when I was like, "Oh, that's Sol Ruca," and then it's Sol Ruca. No, yes, that was
the same knee or not.
That I don't know. I don't know if it's the same knee, and I don't know what either issues were. I do know it was a knee. I don't know which ligament or what. I mean. With the knee, you've got 3 or 4 ligaments. You got the patella, you got tendons. There's a lot of different things.
It always concerns me when these younger girls like Statlander and now Sol Ruca get these constant knee injuries. Tegan Knox, same thing. Dakota Kai.
Cora Jade. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Dakota Kai is a little bit older, so it was more like a wear and tear. But the younger one, because Dakota Kai is like late 30s, or like she's older than you think she is, from what I remember. But like Cora Jade, Chris Statlander, like you nailed lots of younger names. It gets scary. I mean, guys too, like the knee. Modern medicine's great, but bad knees are bad knees, man.
Seems like the women have more of an affliction toward the knee injury to me. Guys get them, yes, but when you're in a wrestling profession, the girls are all bouncy.
I would say that maybe because they're doing more like gymnastic spots. Because I know that's why. Because I know Sol, what was it like during the NXT TNA thing, she did the thing where she backhand spring over the ropes or whatever. And I remember the way she landed, like I thought it was a lot of stress on both knees because the way she landed on her feet essentially and like stood there like, yeah, which looks cool, but not good for the knees.
Yeah, when you watch gymnastics and you watch those girls dismount from the pole vault or whatever they do, that shit takes a.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why
their knees are all taped up. But
that's a reason why
13 years old.
Gymnasts are small. Like, there's a reason why like they don't want women that are. You got to be like 5 foot or shorter and like 96 pounds because that's less landing on the knee. Otherwise, you're gonna shrug it out there. And as I'm standing here with my one leg up and my arms out, doing my carry shrug pose.
Nice.
Get us to 500 subscribers, folks, and I'll go on camera. Share it with your friends.
Is that a selling point?
Yeah, I said it on a live show before. That's my number.
No, I didn't mean. I was being a sarcastic. I was being funny. Never mind. You missed that joke.
Yeah, my bad. There you go. So Tatum Paxley's fun, but I'm with you. She's not the best in the ring, but this match does make sense. But she jinxed herself at the end of it after, the baby faces won. That's the thing. You could have that moment where you can get over on the champion before the pay-per-view, but you can't the moment you grab the belt. If you don't have the belt and you grab it, bad news bears. Like Mike Santana.
If they play their cards right, the NXT crowd's gonna dig this girl.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure. She's got a good personality. She just needs to get better in the ring, but she definitely is. I remember when she was back when I was first watching NXT when they went to the CW and she was with Lyra Valkyria. She was trying to be her best friend. The backstage stuff was great and fun. Like, she could see a character, and then in the ring, it was like, well, she's a lot better than she was. But they're still, I mean, she's 23, 24.
Yeah, that's why they're there.
Exactly. That's why NXT exists. And that's why people are like, oh, it shouldn't be on TV. It's like, well, not a lot of people watch it. It's not for the casual. It's not for the people that only watch the main roster. It's for people that love wrestling. And I do. This segment was fun. Trick Williams and Ricky Saints. I'm still thinking the next time Trick loses a big match, he's going up. like, what else does he have to do? Like, this match is because he walked out on Ricky Saints. Okay, that makes sense. And it's also like, build up Ricky's resume. Great. What does Trick do after this? I feel like he's got to lose and go up to the main roster.
Yeah, but where?
But I don't know.
Where with who and when?
Well, I had a plan, but they did it with Ilya Dragunov last week. SmackDown. He came back, challenged Sammy for the open challenge and won the U.S. title. And I was like, great for him. That was awesome to see. But damn it, that was where I thought Trick was going to come back and do it. And then he and Mello could have feuded for it. It would have been great. And it still could. With how talented Trick is, I think he'll get over wherever you put him. And there's enough people.
I think they're locked into NXT for about a 6-month window here. I don't think you're gonna see anybody come up for it. I don't think so. We'll see what happens.
Or maybe you could have a debut like of somebody.
Like the Royal Rumble, you can have guys show up, get a reaction, see what they do.
Yeah. Now, with Trick, what's good is you've said it before about it. Like, he's got a built-in chant with the whoop that Trick. And there's enough people at live events that no matter where he would debut, you would have a small enough of the crowd starting to whoop that Trick. And it's an easy chant. People can figure it out. You could get the crowd chanting whoop that Trick for him. It'd be interesting, but we'll see. I mean, there's no way Ricky Saints loses this match, in my opinion, but maybe not. Like, if Ricky could lose this match, then Trick does have a reason to stay and they can continue to feud. But I'm interested to see.
We've gotten to this point where they need younger people up there in the main roster. Yet there's no places to put the people. It's a weird. It's very strange.
It is. And when you say it out loud, you're right. Like, because I'm like, yeah, he's good. But fuck, where do you put him? Their rosters are depth now. Obviously, also too, injuries are going to happen, and it's not like the old days where rub some dirt on it and get back out there. Like, that's why I think people are like, oh, there's so many more injuries nowadays, which to a point is true, but also people aren't working through injuries like they used to back in the day because you can't. Yeah, it's the medical
injuries are all reported now before they were
right. Yeah, it's not like we were talking about with sports before. He's got an upper body injury. No, Seth blew out his shoulder. I was on an upper body injury, bruh. But I like seeing Ricky. I was a big fan of Ricky Starks in AEW. I'm a big fan of Ricky Saints in NXT. I'm happy he's the champion. I assume he wins tomorrow on Halloween Havoc, and we go forward from there, but we will see. Halloween Havoc.
We're going to review that show, right?
Yep. Yeah, we'll review it for that because it's tomorrow on Saturday, so that's how we'll start Spaces on Sunday at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. That's 5:05 for me. My bad. I'm on the West Coast. It's my local time. No, it's 8:05 p.m. Eastern for Sunday Night Spaces on my Twitter/X account. Hopefully it downloads this time. That's why we didn't get last Sunday Spaces on the YouTube, because Twitter didn't let me download it. I went to my Spaces.
You got an apology. You got an apology.
I did. I got the didn't get any money though. No, I got an apology from Spaces download. No, because it's a free service, so I can't be too upset about it. But yeah, they sent me an email this morning about not being able to download your specific file, but hopefully it wasn't. It was just a one-time thing. It was that one Spaces is not supported for download. You can try to download other Twitter Spaces, which we shall, because normally
the Spaces shows are fun.
Yeah,
they're a lot of fun. The YouTube live shows are fun. Listen, just tell people about the YouTube live shows. Drop a like in there. We're trying to. It's slow. It's minimal goals at starting, folks.
Yeah,
like to get the 10 likes. We were at 7 this week, which is cool because last week we were at 5.
Yep.
So this week we got 7. Next week we're trying to get to 10.
Right, so and the unique viewers goes up every time too.
If you're listening to this and you enjoy the program, go over to this YouTube live shows on Thursdays, 8:45 Eastern on YouTube. Go there, hit the like button, stop in, say hi. If you can't stay for the whole show, pick it up on the replay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, and I'm trying to work out to put clips of the live shows up too, so if people aren't sure what we're doing, check out the clip. Show your friend a clip and see if they dig it. Send it, like you said, send them over to us. We're trying to have fun. It's absolutely free. We're not doing anything spectacular, but we're trying to do something different. I feel like that's something that we're and most people do seem to enjoy it. We're getting more viewers each time. It's just a slow progression, which is fine. That's what we're here for. We're here for the long haul. We're not in this for the short game. I'm having way too much fun doing it. The live show has been a lot of fun. Thursdays at 8:45 p.m. Eastern on YouTube.
And then on the Spaces show this week, I'll announce my classic match of the week.
Yes. Yeah, we're getting back into those, and we should have another guest booked for a recorded episode coming up. We actually have a couple of those lined up, so stay tuned for that. Anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here, my friend?
No, we're all good. We covered everything.
Right. I was gonna say we kind of nailed that one. Sweet. All right. Well, this was we will be live on Spaces at 8:05 p.m. Eastern this Sunday for the NXT Halloween Havoc review, and back here on YouTube at 8:45 p.m. Eastern this Thursday for another AEW Dynamite review. So check us out. Thanks for hanging out, and we will catch you all next time. Peace.
We appreciate you making it to the end of the video. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you.